I'm Eric, I'm a game designer, and today we're going to discuss the world design of the City of Tears. Analyze how the City of Tears provides context to the player, and how it prepares the player for a new type of combat approach. The City of Tears is a memorable place, not only for its grand architecture, or the fact that it always rains because it's located underneath a lake. It is memorable because it explains more about the world, adds additional context and meaning, which is explicitly told to you, in addition to the various secrets and clues hidden within the environment. For the first time in your journey, the game is willing to let go of some information that helps set a tangible goal, a reason to keep on going, because you've already come so far. And getting to the City of Tears has been difficult. Now that you're here, there's no going back. The door behind you closed, and you're forced to progress within the City of Tears. Hollow Knight locks you up right here, because it wants you to interact with all these important elements which are going to aid your journey. From the blacksmith who's going to upgrade your nail, to the shopkeeper, which allows you to sell rare items for Geo, as well as to the boss, which will provide you a unique ability, which can take you all the way back to Forgotten Crossroads, to unlock the Crystal Cave. The idea of forcing you to stay, having limited options on where you would like to go, is not only present as an overarching theme throughout the City of Tears, it is also visible within the level design. Most of the areas are structured, quite narrow. There may be a couple of paths, but most of them lead to a locked door. You know where you need to go, you just don't know how to get there. You will have to explore the corridors to find one which will lead to your destination. Because of how structured the environment is, the game can clearly facilitate your learning. It will guide you and help you master the prerequisites of the boss fight, because that fight will be more challenging than anything you've faced before. This is especially noticeable when you enter the Soul Sanctum, and you will have to deal with teleporting enemies for the first time. Hollow Knight prepares you for the final encounter through a 4-stage process. First, they introduce the mechanic, the idea of teleporting, through a regular enemy, a Soul Twister, but presented as a boss fight. Secondly, they present the Soul Warrior, a much more difficult version of the Soul Twister, with added complexity to the way it teleports and moves around. Once you've overcome that challenge, there's a third step of preparation, namely facing threats in different setups, facing multiple Soul Twisters throughout, and perhaps facing two at the same time. The game teaches you how to cope with the teleporting mechanic and how to divide your attention between different elements on the screen. All skills you will require for the boss fight, which is step 4, fighting the Soul Master. This fight embodies everything you've been taught before, and not only what you've been taught in the Soul Sanctum, but also what you faced before within the City of Tears. Namely, aerial combat, hitting enemies from above, jumping on top of them to deal damage. Previously, Hollow Knight has been teaching you how you can use your nail to jump off sharp objects such as spikes, or objects which require greater control, such as the bouncy mushrooms and the fungal wastes. Unknowingly, you've been practicing hitting enemies from above for hours. And now it's time the game wants you to utilize those skills in combat scenarios. They don't force you, but they incentivize you by making the enemies difficult to hit from the sides and having their weak points from above. The level design of the City of Tears tries everything it can to teach you this through gameplay. For example, by setting up a scenario in which the enemy is walking below you and you have the opportunity to perfectly strike them from above. Or the fact that the flying enemies often float below you once they've attacked. It is all there to expand your knowledge with what you're capable of doing with your nail. Going back to the Soul Master boss fight, one of his moves is designed around running towards you. The best option you have is jumping and attacking him from above. Perhaps it's not clear yet, but allow me to substantiate. Hollow Knight does not have any enemies which are simply cool or unique. All enemies are there to teach you something, prepare you for the next fight. All the challenges you face within the game, within each specific area, are all synchronized with the final challenge, the boss fight. All the mechanics and struggles you faced, which tested specific abilities, always come back in the boss fight, with a unique twist to them. Everything you faced before is now combined in one big package. A worthy final test, to check if you are ready to progress. The City of Tyr has ambience, story, and a clear idea of what information it wants you to have, before you are once again able to explore the rest of Hollow Nest. Thank you so much for watching another episode of Game Designer Plays. Next week we will be back with another episode, discussing Crystal Peak. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing. And then I hope to see you back in my next video. See you there. Bye bye.